There's a new QB1 in Washington. The Commanders making it official and naming their first-round draft pick Jayden Daniels the starter. The reigning Heisman winner is one of the many young quarterbacks of late to get the nod in their first year. He also will be one of 5 NFL starting quarterbacks who will be 23 or younger to start the season, along with fellow rookie Caleb Williams. Houston's C.J. Stroud is still just 22 years old, as is fellow AFC South starting quarterback Anthony Richardson. Among the others, still 25 or younger, Jordan Love, Brock Purdy, and Trevor Lawrence. All right, S.A., you're up first here. Which quarterback, 25 or under, do you trust the most to actually reach the Super Bowl?
Well, me personally, I got to give love to Love, as in Jordan Love. I mean, I was impressed with what I saw. Obviously, he's tied with Trevor Lawrence and Joe Burrow right now for all-time NFL record high salary, $55 million a year. He's got to earn his money, make no mistake about that. But to watch him, albeit against the Cowboys, because anybody's going to beat them come playoff time, but to watch him doing what he did in the postseason against the Cowboys, I got to give respect where it's due. Matt LaFleur showed up and showed that he knows how to coach when Aaron Rodgers is not his quarterback. Give him his props where it's due as well. I just look at Jordan Love and what he brings to the table. I look at the fact that they've acquired Josh Jacobs, the 2-time Pro Bowler as well. I think that helps them. We saw some of their weapons at wideout with Watson and others, and Romeo, where Arthur Romeo. You know, we have the Romeo Dobbs. We know he's got them. So I'm just looking at a few things that they have available to him, and I believe that Jordan Love of the folks. Don't get me wrong. I ain't sneezing on C.J. Stroud by any stretch of the imagination. I love that brother, but I think that you got to look at Jordan Love and say, yo, it should be him.
Well, I think the reason to go Love would be that he plays in the NFC. Okay. And we often give the AFC quarterbacks a difficult stretch to get to the Super Bowl because Patrick Mahomes is there and so many other good quarterbacks. But I trust C.J. Stroud. I trust C.J. Stroud for this reason. He's still on a rookie contract. And when you have a quarterback that's on a rookie contract who can play all-pro level ball or play Pro Bowl level ball, you can add pieces around him. You go out and you get Joe Mixon. You add Stephon Diggs to the wide receiver core, but you also improve your defense with Danico Autry, with Daniil Hunter. You add Aziz at the linebacker position. You go out and draft Lassiter high from the Georgia Bulldogs. They've built this team to win right now with a quarterback who can play at a level with the Joe Burrows, with the Josh Allens, with the Lamar Jacksons, and yes, with the Patrick Mahomes when the time is right. And so I believe, looking at all of these things, that seeing C.J. Stroud, what he was able to do as a rookie, DeMeco Ryans, and the way that he coached him, the way that he led that team, and Bobby Slowick showing once again that McDaniel, Shanahan, that sort of tree is a perfect fit for quarterbacks who can run the play action, who can make decisions quickly. And we watched C.J. Stroud go toe-to-toe with Joe Burrow last year in Cincinnati, where Joe played well. We saw him go toe-to-toe with Baker Mayfield when they scored 38 in Houston, leading a touchdown drive with a minute left to go in the game. I think all of these things for C.J. Stroud say that he's the type of player that can not only win a Super Bowl in the future, C.J. Stroud and them can win a Super Bowl this year. And so I think to discount him just because of playing in the AFC is wrong. This is the dude that understands it. This is the dude that has the sort of leadership and mental you need. And obviously, he has the physical traits on.
Well, I really think it's a 2-horse race, guys. I think both of you guys hitting on Jordan Love and C.J. Stroud. And RC, you hit on a lot of the reason why I took Jordan Love because of the gauntlet that C.J. would have to run. You're going to probably have to beat at least 2 or 3 of those guys. You're probably going to have to see Mahomes. You're probably going to have to see Josh Allen. Yeah. And you're probably going to have to see Joe Burrow. Maybe now, I ain't even mentioned Lamar. And so to run that gauntlet, now it would probably be one of the most impressive runs if he were to do that, to run that gauntlet, to be the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, to be the 2-time league MVP in Lamar Jackson, and be the guy that's already been to the Super Bowl in Joe Burrow, and we know what Josh Allen represents. And I didn't even mention Deshaun Watson. But I think it's between those two guys. They're both young quarterbacks, talented wide receivers, nice running games. Defense is going to even get better than it was last year. But you can't go wrong. But on this show, Stephen A., it is not, well, I would like to have both of them. That ain't what we do here. We pick one or the other, and we live with the results we have. What I saw from Jordan Love last year, I saw a lot of similarities. I'm not going to say he's going to get to a Super Bowl and win an MVP, in the very near future. I'm not going to say he's going to be a 4-time league MVP like Aaron Rodgers, but if you look at his mannerism and you look at his throwing motion, if you close your eyes and if they put Rodgers on the back of that number 9, you couldn't tell. I mean, I think his number is 9, maybe 7.
10.
You couldn't tell the difference between his arm angles and the way he jumps and throws the ball and the way he maneuvers in the pocket and the way he can change arm angles. Both of these guys are special to watch. But I think the NFC is a little easier to get through because of the quarterback situation. So I'm going to say I trust Jordan Love just a little bit more.
Shannon, let me pivot to Ryan Clark, pun intended. Yes, let me pivot to Ryan Clark right here. Let me get back to you, my man, because see, here's the deal. At some point in time, like put Shannon and Ryan up on the screen so I can look at them when I'm talking to them right now. I keep trying to tell y'all, I am brilliant because I know I'm not. I simply steal from those who are. You understand what I'm saying? I know the NFL because I'm being taught the NFL every day by cats like y'all. I'm good, and I'm good with it because, damn it, I'm a thief. And here's the deal, y'all. When I'm looking at you, Ryan Clark, I thought you taught me years ago. Hey, Stephen A., you know, C.J. Stroud, I'm using him as an example to make your point. You would usually articulate to me, you know, that's a rookie. But now there's film on them. You know, there's material. You got to go, you're going to get in that film room, you're going to study him. It ain't going to be that way in the future. That's the Ryan Clark I know. I don't know who the hell I'm listening to right now. That dude taught me. Don't get caught up in what you see the rookie year where there ain't no film on him, when you got to watch him, when you got to study him, when you get an opportunity to lay back, chill out in the offseason, and really do it. Now, you got Jordan Love. I understand it was 8 games with Jordan Love, second half of the season. I get all of that, right? 8, what is it right here? I'm looking at his numbers right here. He was absolutely fantastic. 62 record, 70% completion percentage, 18 touchdowns, just 1 interception, and a 112.7 passer rating. That's only 1 year. I get that. But he was sitting on that bench for 3 years. He did learn the
He ain't got no film sitting on the bench, Stephen A.
Excuse me. According to you, you in the NFL, you in that building, you learning. These are the kind of things that you have said. I got the tape, Ryan.
Are you going to let me talk? Can I talk then?
My bad.
Can I talk?
My bad.
Because right now, man, you are really playing loosely with the truth. Very loosely with the truth. Because here's the difference. You're talking about, we're talking about young quarterback. There's going to be very little film on all of these dudes. But the thing about Jordan Love and C.J. Stroud is you picked a quarterback that started almost the exact amount of games that C.J. Stroud has. A quarterback who's only been to the same round in the playoffs that C.J. Stroud has. Yes, there will be more film on both of these men last year. But let's not act like we've seen 4 years of film from Jordan Love. Let's not act like we've seen Jordan Love be dominant for every single game he started. Absolutely. He had a back half stretch of this season that was phenomenal. I believe he played as well as Dak Prescott and Patrick Mahomes, who I believe were the 2 best quarterbacks when we talk about the regular season outside of Lamar Jackson. But C.J. Stroud has shown us that he can make adjustments. And here is what I love about what C.J. did. I said this when he was coming out. If C.J. Stroud wasn't looked at as having to be a dual threat quarterback, we would have had him rated higher to me than Bryce Young because of the way he manipulated the pocket, because of the size, because of the ability to use every part of the field as he throws, because of his ability to understand and adjust to the way that defense moves post-snap, which Shay Sharpe knows is the most important thing for a quarterback to be able to do mentally. Sure. If you watch C.J. Stroud process throughout the season, he got better and better and better. And to me, that's why going into the next year, I'm excited to see what he does with more players around him offensively.
Hey, Shannon, here's my response to that. Here's my response to that. He got me. He got me on that one. I understand. He got me on that one. My only comeback to what you just said is he does have to go through Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson.
That's real.
He got me there.
All right.
That's real.
C.J. Stroud led the league in pass yards per game, TD to interception ratio last season. And go ahead, Shannon.
I was gonna add this to RC and Stephen A. Sometimes more isn't more. Sometimes we think because we saw with C.J. Stroud and we add more pieces, sometimes less is more. And if you look at a situation, there was never a situation where Tank Dell and Nico Collins or Dalton Schultz was like, "Give me the ball." There was no sulking on the sidelines. So what role does that play? Because you bring in an alpha like Stephon Diggs, who's used to getting the ball. He was the de facto #1 receiver in Buffalo. And so we've seen situations in 2 stops, be it Minnesota and Buffalo, when things didn't go the way Stephon thought they should, his behavior was less than stellar on the sideline. Does he bring that to the Houston Texans?
I mean,
sometimes more isn't more.
All right, well, yeah, a little negative there. That's a little negative there, Shay. I mean, you ain't got to go there.
I just gotta be
I mean,
truthful.
I'm just saying.
We gotta be truthful.
Listen. Stephon Diggs, can he be a bit prima donna? Sure, but he is a stud. There were times that Josh Allen was a bit reckless, and as a result, that hurt their chances. And let's not underestimate this. Y'all ain't gonna say it, but damn it, I'm gonna say it.
All right.
You know,
we got to give RC the last word, then we got to
things ain't that ideal. I mean, when you in Buffalo all season long, and things ain't going right.
Man, go ahead on, Steve.
Frustrating.
I'ma say
Houston
this
is a
too.
little bit different when you in Houston.
Houston nice.
That's what I'm saying.